And then look at the tilt real quick. There's really not much of a tilt, so I'm thinking, this was maybe let's go over the summary for Kaloko, the Fish Pond National Park. It's located south of the airport, between Kailua-Kona and the airport. There's some general information here for the park. There's hiking, wildlife. The trail is flat. Just don't go over to the coastal, all the way along the coast there. Then it gets a little crazy. But the elevation is flat. So Kaloko means fish pond, and then Honokohau is the bay where the waters congregate. It's where fresh groundwater from the mountain comes down. As it reaches the shore, it mixes with the underground seawater, and then a brackish pond is formed. That's a verbal explanation. There's a couple pictures I may show. What type of fish are farmed there? Striped mullet, milkfish, the equivalent to Hawaiian is there, but Hawaiian flagtail, threadfin. Oh, there's actually barracuda in there for predatory fish. Huh. Let's see what a striped mullet looks like. This is the most abundant one that they used. That was used for ancient food supplies. I did see some in there. They drive around in schools. Here's a milkfish. Maybe I saw the milkfish. I couldn't tell. I guess I need to go back and take a look someday. Again, they run around in schools. It's fascinating to see this. The cultural sites. There's a heiau, again, a sacred temple. There are shrines. It says there's a whole haloa. Huh. Let me see here. I'm going to go look real quick. Oh, that's right. They said it was on the park is the home of the haloa, which is an ancient so-and-so. There's lava tube shelters, I guess. Oh, where did I read where the haloa was? There are some agricultural pins. We'll get back to that. Oh, here it is. I went and looked up where this haloa was, and it says continue past the petroglyphs on the boardwalk. As you approach the haloa fish pond, the Honokōhau fish pond, a smaller raised section of the haloa is visible to the left of the trail before you reach the ponds and the coast. Okay. Before you reach the ponds and the coast. All right. And of course there's the turtle, which is the hono, it's a sacred being. I read that it's a cross between, it's linking the land and the ocean, because it has to come up onto the land to deposit its eggs to propagate its species. Amakawa. I'll learn how to say that one. Turtle means good longevity, wisdom, and guidance when you see one. So whenever you see a turtle, it brings you luck. Oh, here it is. Yeah, good luck. Sighting a turtle in the wild is traditionally considered a sign of peace, protection, and good fortune. Cool. Let's bring along that good fortune. Alright, I think that was it. Okay, so let's briefly go look real quick to see where that is. Haloa was. Haloa. If you, I did, my previous video was about the haloa races down in the other national park. In Keahu. Okay, we're going here. Oh, that's right. Zoom on down real quick. This is Google Earth. Good. And okay, so here are the petroglyphs. And I did briefly look, but I wanted to record myself doing this. And I'm assuming that it says past the petroglyphs on the left before you get to the coast. There's a raised area. So my only, I can only think that this is the Holoa. But there really isn't an incline here at all. I did it real quick. And then there's a trail that looks like there was a trail that kind of came, maybe used in the path, and then they went on the Holoa. But if you go here, to even, I guess even here, let me see, and then look at the tilt real quick. There's really not much of a tilt, so I'm thinking, I'm thinking this was maybe a push sled run. Now, of course, this is if this is where we're talking about. So let's kind of tilt it back up, and it does have a cleared path, like it's been worn down and cleared out. It does have distinct edges on there. I'm gonna go ahead and turn off this, like some of the other holos that we saw. You can actually do this as well and go into it. Let me see the ground view. Can't believe they have this trail on street view. Oh yeah, perfect. And this is where, so the trail's here. You can see it on the left there. And then this is this little raised area. It does feel like that would be it, all the way out, but again, it's flat. Okay, let's onward. Let's get on to the hike yourself. We are still in the big island of Hawaii, and we're going to zoom on down using our trusty handy dandy Google Earth. I'm going to show you our hike for today. As we keep zooming down, you can start recognizing if you know this area. It's really just south of the airport here, and across the street from Costco. I find interesting. I'm glad they are protecting this land, though. This is sacred area, Kaloko National Park here. Kaloko. I'm not gonna do Honokohau, Kahua. We started up here because of the shutdown. The gate is closed right at the street light. And anyway, right around here, this is the visitor center. Took a bunch of pictures along there. There's a water. I think it's a water. Is this it? Yeah. It's like a pool here, like a blocked-in pool, where the water just comes in from the bottom. It's brackish water, I believe. I have a diagram. I'll show it later. And worked our way down the trail here. It's well paved, very easy to walk on. No large volcanic stones. Here's some more ponds that were created. The big Amakapa fish pond is over here. This one's more of I guess a semi-natural break here that it comes around. There's some petroglyphs that you walk around. It was pretty. There's vegetation all over the rocks. It wasn't like the other petroglyphs over in Volcanic National Park. You work your way around. There's some interesting flowers. It was the sunrise coming up, so I took some good, decent pictures along there. Ended up along the beach here. Initially I didn't see any turtles, so I just walked around up to the top here and came back around. I do have some shots from above. Let me see here, because this gives me a better. I have the tilt on, but we don't really need it at the moment. You can see these fishing areas here that were created from the fishing. This is yeah, there you go, Heiau right here. Can't get up there, of course. Well, there it is, ahupuaʻa fish traps in this area here. The tide was up, so the water was pretty high. Couldn't get anywhere here unless you wanted to go swim into there. Then I went along the coast. Right along here, there were some turtles. Oh, here it is. Turtle site right here. Right along here, there was a couple turtles. They were in the shallow area, but as I mentioned, the tide was up pretty far. It was high tide, I guess. A couple local fishermen dudes said that it was going down, but not me. I was like an ankle high water. Again, this is all just the shoreline, very short shoreline. There's not not much beach to walk on. You ended up just walking along the top part here. Could look in the pond, not too much. Like as the satellite shows here, it's pretty algae riddled, I guess you can say. Then you cut the trail back up here, more man-made trail, ancient trail here, I guess you can call it. You end up working your way all the way across to the other pond, which is what the national park is named after, the Kaloko fish pond, right in this area here. I came back out and walked across the lava here. We did, you have to have good shoes here because you're literally walking across lava in this area right here. Even if you chose this other direction here, the Alanui Kaloko, it's a hard pack. This gate up here is closed. You couldn't get there. You can park here and walk, but this is just the dirt road. Maybe a little bit easier, less lava. But here you catch the lava back up again on this one main trail here back to the visitor center. So all in all, over here it looks like it was a little over 4 miles. Nice morning. Still hot here though. Still very hot. Let's see. We look at the tilt real quick to see what the elevation is. As you can see, it's pretty flat. Really, it's a nice flat hike. There you go. There. Hualale. climate change.
Exercise ring closed.
Scary spiders. Tide's coming down. Water's rushing. Little crossover. You can see them. Fish. I am in the fish pond area. Looks like a really neat spot right here. I wonder how they got here. According to the Google, it's the Brazilian pepper tree. pretty big size one. I don't know about you guys. These guys freak me out. Come back out. Come back in, see if we can get another view of him. Luckily, they're not on the path.